want someone to listen to the things I have to say, to the shit I have to deal with every night through the day. But it doesn't help that I always push everyone away. My emotions keep on telling me that I'll only be safe in the dark. Keep it all in my heart, keep it inside and let it tear me apart. Every night I cry cause I don't know where to start. Even now as I try to let it out in my heart, I've never had this kind of problem with my mental health. It's even gone as far as making me consider death. I don't think I'll ever do it, but the thoughts are there. No matter how much I deny it, I know people care. Every day I try to fight it, try to hide it, try to keep it to myself so I don't pull others inside it. It's not like I run from help, but that solution's really not it. Cause I still feel like I'm always the problem with or without it. I'm caught in a spell.
Well, everybody, what is up? What is up? How are y'all doing today? I hope y'all are doing great. Let's turn that down a little bit here. So, we had a great time watching the FS Weekend live show from the Netherlands. It was awesome. We got to see people like Two Tone Murphy, go Two Tone, and a lot of other streamers out there. We saw London Controller, we saw Dextry, so they had a lot of interesting stuff to come up. Let me turn this down in my headphones. I didn't even do it in my headphones. So, yeah, I'm in the wrong VOD. There we go. So, I'm sitting here looking at the wrong camera, everything. But like we were saying, so we have a lot of announcements in the stream today, and I'm just going to bring that up real quick and get those up in here. Yeah, there we go. So we've got a lot of stuff to cover today. We're going to be covering everything that was brought up in product and software releases in FS Weekend. A lot of cool stuff. Some very interesting stuff. We've got Meridian GMT, which is now the CEO, which is Nikki Renpenning, former of Honeycomb. So that was interesting. They had them there on the same stage, same day. I mean, different times, but it was really interesting to see that. So we've got new product line coming from Honeycomb. We got a new product line coming from Winwing, Flight Sim. It's quite a few stuff. So we're gonna be dipping down into that. So it's been a crazy weekend for me right now. I missed Friday and I missed Saturday too, but I went back and watched the VOD on it and everything. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's getting ready to come out, and let's just hope that with Honeycomb and Meridian that they follow through. I'm a fan of Nikki's products. I'm a fan of Honeycomb. Just because they had that falling out, I would still buy their products as long as they're the same quality and same price range, because honestly, we need companies like that. We definitely need companies like that to sit there and make a quality product for flight simmers for a nice consumer price, and that's the kind of stuff we need, because a lot of the stuff out there it's very expensive. And don't get me wrong, it's phenomenal quality of these other people's stuff, but some people just don't have thousands of dollars to spend on one piece of equipment. So these are the type of hardware creators and developers and and companies and everything that we need to make a nice priced, flight sim equipment for us. Like I said, I'm a very fan. I've got the Honeycomb Alpha, Bravo, and I've got the Charlies, which y'all know in the past videos, I was the first one to ever receive a Charlie because it took 2 years for them to come out, and people were very upset about that. And so hopefully they're going to turn that around, and we're going to be diving into that and on Meridian GMT, which I'm excited to show some of the stuff that Nikki's got planned. And right now in the flight sim, community, right now Honeycomb and Nikki have left bad tastes in people's mouths. So hopefully they're going to start new, start fresh, and get the product out there to people, so that way we can get our faith restored in these two companies, and so I hope that we're going to get into that. And yeah, so another thing, Parallel 42 has released Chase Plane. Now, we all know back in like 2016, 17, Chase Plane came out, and it was amazing. We loved it for FSX. So hopefully we're going to be testing that out today, and hopefully it does wonders, because the video almost gave me goosebumps. I'm not gonna lie, it almost gave me goosebumps. So we're gonna get into that right here, and we're gonna go through the stuff that came out. So if you don't know, FS Elite, of course, is #1 in news for the flight sim community. So it's awesome. You want to know anything, it's all right here. It's definitely all right here. So we're going to dive into this and check out some of the stuff that came on. Now, this is going to be a pretty long stream here, because we've got a lot of videos to look at, we got a lot of news to read, and we got testing out Chase Plane. So, and obviously, I have it right over here. I'll be bringing it over to the main monitor soon, but it's got a tutorial that we got to go through to see how it works. So, first on our agenda today. So, in FS Weekend, FlightSim.com unveils new products. Okay, so that was pretty cool. So they are if you don't know who FlightSim.com is, they're a Singapore-based company. And they have unveiled their upcoming product line during the presentation at FS Weekend 2025. The company, founded by Fabian Lim, develops flight simulation hardware with a focus on modular technology and cost-effective solutions for serious enthusiast pilots and flight schools. Lim brings experience as former Delade manager, consultant, and licensed pilot with 650 hours. This man definitely in his video sat there and was like, don't be like him, to where getting into flight simming and stuff like that cost him $3.6 million because he bought a jet. I mean, the man bought a jet. Okay. The man bought a jet, all right, and to learn to fly in, and that is very I wouldn't say unrealistic, but it's unrealistic for most people. Most people can't go out there and purchase a jet and learn to fly in it, so it is what it is. But yeah, so we're gonna get into it here. They sat there and unveiled a bunch of I've got some notes here, a bunch of equipment that so far right now what they did is they have a G1000 PFD, MFD, and audio console. So the G1000, it has authentic buttons and knob feels developed from the FTD level 5 G1000 device. So the normal price of this is $3,295. And that's the part where I'm talking about most people just don't have that money to buy that kind of stuff. And they did not say what the special is, but the special is $1,000. Well, not $1,000. It's $290 something cheaper. But not quite sure what that is. They didn't show anything on that. But I mean, it is a nice looking G1000 and something I would love to have, but uh, I can't justify paying $3,300 for it. You know, for one thing, Mrs. Squirrel would kill me. So they also come out with the FC50 flight console for single engine aircraft. It's big, it's made of metal, and it looks like it's durable. You know, of course, you know, battery master, avionics, alternator switches. They've got the throttle of the TMP, the TPM. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm getting tongue tied today. I'm tired. I've been up since 5 this morning watching Flight FSX weekend. So, yeah. But I mean, this is cool. It really is. It's very cool. But this is more for flight sim training. You know, this is not for the average flight simmer. Now, somebody that wants to train now, you know, this would probably be the way to go to make a full cockpit or whatever. But just the average flight simmer is not going to be able to afford that. Second of all, he did say that all his equipment is FAA regulated and approved. So I'm assuming with this, you can actually log simulator hours with this because it is FAA approved. They came out, well, of course, we all know about that they unveiled at 2025 the CLS 60 120 force feedback yokes. So they have different models. The 60 is 60 Newton meter force feedback, and then they got it's upgradable all the way to 120 Newton meters. Yet again, this is another piece of equipment that would really go into somebody that's doing flight training, you know, not an average simmer. But still cool. Still cool. And, you know, and all their console stuff here is compatible with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, 2024, X-Plane, X-Plane 11, Prepar 3D. So that's pretty cool. All the flight sims, I think he did mention, too, that it's compatible with Aero, Aero FS. So that's pretty cool. Fully customizable on all the settings for, you know, your torque, your physics, and all that kind of stuff. So it even registers turbulence. That I thought was pretty cool. So if you get into turbulence, you'll actually feel it in the yoke. So that's really cool. Another thing that they came out with, I'm not sure if they're showing it here. Yep, there it is. So they're coming back out with the force feedback rudder. Now this is exciting because there's not many force feedback rudders out there. Honestly, I don't even know if there is. I could be wrong. So if I'm wrong, y'all tell me down for you people on YouTube, comment down there in the comment section. Let me know if there's any other force feedback rudders there. So that would be cool to know. But the force feedback rudder is up to 370 newtons meters peak force. Why does this keep popping up? I know nothing's wrong with my GPU. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm using the video broadcast, so that's a lot of force. You're talking about, he did sit there and say that if you get into a lot of turbulence or crosswinds coming in, he said it's going to be a workout for your legs to land that plane. That's cool. That is so cool. But then at the same time, it sounds like it's tiring. So the new hardware, you know, the main focus of FlightSim.com's presentation at the FS Weekend 2025 was their lineup of new hardware products, beginning from their force feedback rudder systems. Flight Sim also stated that it delivers up to 370 newtons of peak force and is compatible with Microsoft Flight Simulator, X-Plane, and P3D. It also features automatic profile loading and interchangeable aircraft and helicopter pedals. That is pretty cool. So those pedals that you see right there, they will actually come off and you can put helicopter pedals on there. So that's pretty cool. I like that. And all the auto sim detect stuff. That's cool. You don't have to do all this setting up. It'll automatically detect which simulator you're running. It'll automatically default to the right, mappings, and also that's really cool. So a normal one of these force feedback rudders is $1,800. 1,800. I'm not going to sit there and say that is not too high of a price. I'm going to sit there and say that I think that's about right, but online order starts March 17th, so you can order it. What's today? The 16th, right? Tomorrow's the 17th, so that's Monday. Yeah, tomorrow. You could start ordering this tomorrow at $1,600. Will I be getting one? No, I can't afford $1,600. Can't do that. No. But I think that is an actual fair price for that. I think that's pretty good right there. I'm wondering why this would be $1,600 pre-launch, $1,800 normal, and it gives off 370 Newton peak forces when the yoke is damn near $3,000, and it only gives off 120 at peak, at max, and that's upgradable. Just the base one is only 60. So I don't know. It's probably, there's a whole bunch of doodads and stuff inside that I just don't know about that probably cost more money. But hey, the doodads and the whatnots, it could make it cost more money. I get it. But I just can't justify spending that type of money. I've got my Charlie rudder pedals that, other than the force feedback, they do everything that does. Now, would I like force feedback? Probably. I would. But we got something coming later on with that right there. So to get back on track here, so they also have their force feedback flight stick. So it's got a dual motor, 12 to 15 Newton meters peak force, upgradable to 25 peak force. Competitively priced. It's going to be available Q3 of 2025. No price on it yet, but it does say competitively priced. We'll see. We'll see on that one. So yeah, for Q3 2025, Flight Sim announced the force feedback stick base modeled after a modern Airbus side stick, featuring dual motor capables of 12 to 15 Newton meter peak force, upgradable to 25. Specific pricing details were not disclosed. Flight Sim also announced remote yoke synchronization technology designed to link multiple force feedback yokes over the internet. According to the presentation, this system aims to enhance shared cockpit experiences, support remote flight instructions, and facilitate crew resource management training. Now, he did say that, and that is pretty awesome. I am actually, if I was to ever build a full cockpit, I would probably get that. Because, so say you've got that yoke here. You and your buddy across the world are doing a shared cockpit. When you move, and when you set up with his system, when you move your side stick, his side stick is going to move along with yours. So he's going to be able to see and feel what you're doing with that side stick. That's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Awesome. So yeah, real-time linking of 2 or more force feedback yokes over the internet. I really wish that would stop. Is there a way for me to make that stop? Real-time linking 2 or more force feedback yokes over the internet benefits more immersive remote shared cockpit sessions, enhanced remote flight instruction fidelity, realistic crew resource management, CRM flights. So that, again, all that stuff other than the shared cockpit stuff is more for flight training. Like I said, that is going to be, something for a company that does flight sim training. Now there's probably going to be some people out there, just natural, regular old flight sim consumers, that's going to buy this stuff. few and far between, most likely, but there is going to be some out there. And, so. But yes, that is his whole setup right here. They are getting pending approval for the FAA Basic Aviation Training Device. So that's going to be something, like I said, for that. But yeah, that is awesome for the FlightSim.com. That they did a wonderful job presenting, and it was pretty good. Yeah. So now, here's the one that everybody is always looking at right here, is Winwing. Sorry about it. Let me get this dragged over here because I need to be able to see this. Pop out. And we'll get that right here instead of me looking over here. So, Winwing sat there and revealed a bunch of cool stuff. I mean, a bunch of cool stuff. So, Winwing took to the FS Elite stage in Liestad for their FS weekend presentation, announcing several new products for their 2025 roadmap. Winwing started by announcing their new product for the Ursa Minor lineup, focusing on the Airbus series, which was really cool. It was awesome. It was pretty awesome. So here we go. The Ursa Minor airline throttle. All right. So it is fully metal throttle featuring authentic backlighting, highly realistic detents. Detent limiter all allows effortlessly switching between detent and detent-less configurations with one button. So you just press one button and you won't have a detent if you don't want it. And at a staggering awesome price of $127.95. That is the kind of companies us average flight simmers need. Ursa Minor Airline throttle panel featuring metal detents for authentic tactile feel sound, authentic backlighting, highly realistic horizontal and vertical mechanics. The throttle panel, $107.95. Awesome. That is just, that's awesome. This right here by itself has made me decide that I am going to build an Airbus cockpit. Now, will I have everything in there? No, but I'm going to build it to where it can be upgraded to everything. What I am waiting on is for somebody to build the overhead panel of the Airbus that's not going to cost me $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. That's what I want to see right there. So, Winwing then went on to present the new products from their MIP series based on the Boeing 737 MCP panel. So now they're coming out with the MCP panel for the 737. Realistic control experiences, full backlighting, compatible with wide-body aircraft signal indicators. So $149.95. That is an awesome price for that big thing. Shoot. What was it? My Airbus FCU. I think it was $170 once I paid for everything. So that was really cool. Now, one thing they did speak on, which I will get here later here, is this is the base one right here. This is the base PAP3 panel that so we all know, if anybody knows about the 737, this autopilot disconnect switch is magnetic, so it pops, and so the MIP airline POP3 panel can be upgraded with the MIP mag switch to a magnetic switch for why turn off note. Thank you. A magnetic switch for the auto throttle for the more authentic experience, retailing for $49.95. So they did explain this switch right here. If you buy that and then you buy that later on or whatever to upgrade it to the magnetic switch, is $49.95. It is just two screws that come out of the back and you put it right back in. That's pretty cool. But you can buy it all together for $199. You're paying the same price either way. Now, I don't know whether this one is going to be out at the same time as this one right here. But if it is, I mean, if you don't care about the mag switch and just have a standard switch, boom, there you go. If you want the mag switch, just buy that. Just buy that. I mean, unless, you know, this isn't going to come out for a while. Then you buy that, and boom, you're still paying the same amount. And yeah, there you go. So, I mean, I think I would just wait for this. Me, myself, yeah. And also, they have the 2 left and right hand sides for it. The PDC 3N panel for $84.95 each, which will sit there, and now you have a full Air 737 autopilot panel with your Msfs and everything. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Then they came out with, on their combat side, an FCU. So the MIP Combat 13 CNI MU panel. I just call it a FCU. Or FMS, whatever you want to call it. But that's what it is. So this is more based on for combat airplanes and everything. So ending the MIP series announcement was the MIP Combat 13 CNI MU panel, similar in looks to a Boeing 737 FMC, but in combat styling. So that's pretty cool. Retailing at $129.95. That's still not bad either. I mean, all their stuff is pretty awesome. Now, here's the part where it's going to get interesting, because the next stuff is awesome. So Winwing Cyber Taurus section that they unveiled was amazing. It was awesome. So Winwing also announced new products in their Cyber Taurus series, including 3 new force feedback joystick bases and a rudder pedal set. Force feedback rudder pedals. The base product, the Cyber Taurus joystick base, will include a professional electronic load control, belt-driven construction, a rated output of 20 Newton meters of torque, and will retail for $414.95. Me personally, that is an amazing price. I might even buy that. But I will tell you this thing's bulky. It's big. When you set it down there, I would say that it's at least that wide, that long. It's bulky. It's probably almost the size of my Charlie's, but not as wide. About that wide. It's a bulky thing. They said it's bulky. It's heavy. I mean, look, the thing's got to be bolted down. You know? So, it was, yeah. And it was awesome looking, though. So, and then on their next one, the higher tier product of the Cyber Taurus D joystick base will include 2 versions featuring a gear reduced and a direct drive base. The gear reduced base will have a rated output of 60 Newton meters of torque, and the direct drive base will have a rated output of 16 Newton meters of torque. And so that one is, this one right here is the one that goes with 60 Newton meters, and $699.95. So if you want a more torquey, force feedback, so you'd pay a couple $100 more and you would get that one. Now, I'm a little confused on both of these, because this one is only got 16 Newton meters of torque, and it doesn't have the reducer, but is the same price. Not sure about that one. Not really sure about that one. They didn't specify if that one was cheaper or not, but for me to pay $700 for a force feedback, I might as well get that one. Like, if they cost the same, who's going to buy this one over here? I mean, I'm just trying to find the logic in it, But let's see. They also showcased their Taurus electronic load control rudder pedals, featuring a high precision electronic load, unmatched accuracy, and swift control dynamics. And this will retail for $795. $799.95. And they're rated for 170 newton meters. 170 is still going to be, you're still really going to feel that. You're really, really going to feel that. So I think that's awesome. $800 for that. All right. And I can't wait to try them out at FS Expo 2025 because I'm definitely going to be there. So now the coup de grace that I feel that I like. Let's get a sip out of the Mr. Squirrel E cup here. Because this is what really threw me over the edge on building that cockpit. So, and finally, the Cyber Taurus electronic load control yoke was teased. However, it's still being developed and the retail price will be available soon. But there it is. Force feedback load control Airbus yoke. Rudders are sold separately though. You got to buy the rudders. So the way I look at it is rudder pedals cost $800, right? The design of this load yoke control, I'm gonna say in all between $1,500 to $2,000, $1,500 to $2,000 for the whole setup. That's what I'm really hoping for. And if people here on YouTube, comment down below and let me know what you think, how much everything's going to be. Keep in mind, the rudder pedals are $800. And through the design of this yoke, I'm pretty sure that's the only ones you're going to be able to use. But I could be wrong. I mean, somebody might have some rudder pedals that'll fit in between there. But me, I would just go for the whole setup. So I would really like to know what y'all's opinion is on how much you think this whole setup right here will be. So I cannot wait for this. When all this stuff drops, I'm buying it. I don't care if I have to start saving up now. I'm buying it. I'm going to start creating my own cockpit. And of course, we're going to go through the journey together on YouTube. And probably do some live streamings of building it too. So, we'll get there when that day comes. But yes, there it is. That is everything that Winwing has put out, and it was pretty awesome. Now, one thing I did want to do is go to Winwing, and so I think they have the actual video on there, because the video is pretty awesome. So let's see if we can find the video here. Because I can't remember where I saw the video at. Well, it looks like it's not wanting to load up, so we'll just move on. So next thing that we got is that they were there at FS Weekend 2025 is Feel There overview video from their X-ray presentation. So Feel There is back with a new overview on Tower Simulator 3. This is for all you ATC people that like doing ATC. Check out what they have to say about the air traffic control product right here. So here we go, guys. We're going to take a look at this.
Welcome to Tower Simulator 3 by Feel There. Tower Simulator 3 is the latest installment of the Tower branded games that puts you in the air traffic control tower at some of the world's greatest airports. From your amazing vantage point, you are in charge of controlling the movements, both on the ground and in the air, of the aircraft in your vicinity. The game can be played with voice commands using a microphone or via the UI tag system, where you can click and select commands. There's a great variety of airports, from some of the quietest regional ones to the busiest international airports in the world, so everybody is catered for, whether you want a chilled out stint to watch a couple of aircraft or have a huge challenge coordinating hundreds of movements per hour. You can even play multiplayer online to bring your friends into the tower with you and delegate who controls ground and tower frequencies. Users can change the visual elements of the game using FieldAir's Mayo system, which delves into the Tower Simulator 3 renderer and weather settings. On top of this, you can customize schedules, changing what aircraft use the airports and when, and can even change the way your radar screens and strips look to make things more suitable to your controlling style. My name's Chaz Draycott, a motorsport commentator and YouTuber that's been playing the Tower games for over 7 years now, and FieldAir have entrusted me with showing you some of the game's features as part of this demonstration. A huge cheers to them, and let's push some tin, as they say. Hello everyone, you catch me halfway through a stint here at LAX, which is one of the free airports that comes with Tower Simulator 3. There's a little bit of activity and a few bits going on my left-hand side down here. There's a few aircraft lined up ready to go on one of the runways. There's also approaches and arrivals and all sorts going on the right-hand side here. LAX is a really good airport to sink your teeth into quite early on in the game because there's so much going on around you. We've got quite a lot of departures ready to go out at this present moment. So I'm just going to be controlling a few things here and showing you some of the different commands that you can do. For example, we've got Delta 837 up here. I want them to line up on runway 24 left but not take off yet. So I would say Delta 837, runway 24 left, line up and wait. And then we can just look at them out of the window. There they are. You also have these tags available, so I'll show you what you can do with those. We've got a bunch of aircraft ready to go down here, one of which is Spirit Wings 2445. If I then just pop up above the tower like this, have a look at them, you can see them there ready to go, highlighted in yellow. I'll double click on them, and then you get these options. So if you've not got a microphone like me, then you can obviously use these to choose. So you have runway, and then you pick which runway, which will be 25 right, and then you'll say line up and wait, or cleared for takeoff. There is another command you can add onto the takeoff commands as well. You could say upon or on reaching altitude, which the game lets you choose here. You can then say contact departure. That means that as soon as they get to a height, they go onto departure frequency and you don't need to worry about them anymore. And that's done. We've got SkyWest who wants pushback just down here. They're ready to go from their gate. There's nothing anywhere near them, so we're going to clear them for pushback. SkyWest 3518, pushback approved. Expect runway 25 right. Now at the end of a pushback command you can say expect runway 25 right, or you could just say facing and then whichever direction you want them to face, just to make sure. You don't have to provide them with a runway straight off the bat. Now I'm going to tell Delta 837 to get going now, so American 1674 is going to automatically wait there. Delta 837, runway 24 left, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Now if you say immediate takeoff, they do it straight away. So if you've got an arrival coming in, it's obviously a lot better to do that than have them sort of get onto the runway and then pause. Once they're gone, then we'll get 1674 to cross the runway. You can also put runway crossing commands in taxi commands as well. We're going to give a taxi command to JetBlue 1463 down here. We want them to head to, excuse me,
3617 on final 25 left.
We want them to go to Bravo 3 here to join the runway, and we want them on via Bravo because anything that's coming out on Charlie from any of these parts of the terminal could get in their way. So we would say JetBlue 1463, runway 25 right at Bravo 3 via Bravo. And there you go. There's their route.
Runway 25 right at Bravo 3 via Bravo.
And now we've had Delta take off, so we can get American to obviously cross the runway. American 1674, taxi to ramp via Kilo, cross runway 24 left.
Taxi to ramp
and they will do just that. So if you include the cross runway command in the taxi command, they will not stop for it, they will just go straight over it. We've got an arrival in on this screen. You can see here SkyWest 3617 is coming in on runway 25 left. That will also be apparent on here on the strips, which as you can see so far in this stint I have not touched. The strips are very good though. The strips are automated. You can add notes in here, so like Chaz is rubbish, stuff like that. But we need to clear SkyWest 3617 for runway 25 left. These circles are every 5 miles, so they're 10 miles out at the moment. And there is JetBlue on its way out after we cleared them before. Now this Spirit Wings wants push back, so we'll tell them to face south rather than to expect a certain runway. Spirit Wings 816, pushback approved, facing south. Southwest 2108, pushback approved, facing north. Now you can sort of cheat the system a little bit and give multiple commands without giving the AI chance to read any of them back. We need to get another aircraft out on that left-hand runway though, don't we? We've got a long while before anyone else comes in, so we're going to tell SkyWest 6262, runway 25 right, cleared for immediate takeoff upon reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. And they're going to get going from down there. Now you can set custom cameras up on this game too. You can use WASD and shift to move around the airport, and E and F to, E and Q to move up and down. It's been a while since I've actually looked at the commands, but you could set a custom camera here, so when you just press one of the F keys, you go from here and then back to the tower like that. I've got a bunch of cameras set up, one to be just above the tower, things like this to overlook a lot of the terminals as well, which can really help you out. And it's great for plane spotting too. You can obviously look at the aircraft around the airport and just enjoy them for what they are. Hawaiian 3 Heavy, pushback approved, facing south. There goes SkyWest 6262 on their departure. And here is Hawaiian 3 Heavy, just about to push back from the gate as we cleared them a moment ago. You can also turn this 3D UI off. Obviously you can't use the tag system as a result of that, but it gets rid of the arrows and the tags above the aircraft if you want a bit more of a realistic and authentic viewing experience. And if you're like me and you love your plane spotting, it is really good to get some of these lower down cameras in positions where you can just watch the aircraft for a little bit when you've not got so much of a busy stint in the tower. You can also just stay in the tower itself and have a look around, which is a very immersive way of playing the game. It's the most realistic point of view at the end of the day, and it's very, very entertaining to do it from here, and you still get a lot of the ambient sounds of the aircraft and the busyness of the airport around you. You can pick up Field Air Tower Simulator 3 directly from them. Excuse me. Or you can get it on Steam. There are also the real liveries and aircraft available from one of their sort of partner companies, Neargis Designs, who they've worked with together for many years, and they do a wonderful job on all of these models and variations of aircraft and real-world schedules for you to play with as well. As you can see, though, I've got quite a lot to deal with here, so I'm going to go now. You enjoy the rest of the expo, everybody, and hopefully we'll see you on Tower Simulator 3 sometime very soon.
Good morning, FS Weekend. I'm Kevin from Parallel 42. While we can't be there this year, we're hoping to be there next year. Chaseplane, a project years in the making, is now coming to Microsoft Flight Simulator. If you were in this community in the FSX days, you'll remember how meaningful this project is. It's a full replacement for Microsoft Flight Sim's camera system. We brought back some of the features that got lost in the transition to Microsoft Flight Sim. Things as simple as having a centered spot view. In the default sim, the outside view behaves more like a first-person shooter or a racing game. With Chaseplane, the aircraft is centered on your screen, like it has been in all previous versions of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Tower views and flyby views are making a comeback. With a single button, you can position the camera at the nearest control tower and watch yourself buzz the tower. We're also bringing back features from the original Chaseplane. Things like accurate physics and cinematics mode. Today I want to show you some of the core features of this new version of Chaseplane. Starting with view creation. In Chaseplane you can create as many custom views as you want in all camera modes. You're no longer limited with the 10 views the sim allows. When you load into an aircraft for the first time, the views created by the aircraft developers are imported automatically. From there you can adjust them to your liking, delete them, or create new ones. You can even make world views that are positioned in the world and aren't attached to the aircraft. We're also innovating in the way we select views. With Smart View, you can simply look in the general direction of an instrument view, and with a click, switch to that view temporarily. This also works with Track IR. That means you can look at an instrument with your head and go to it with a single button press. Cinematics mode is part of the DNA of Chaseplane. It allows you to observe your aircraft at cruise like it's an airliner commercial. You can manually enable cinematics mode or let it auto-enable at cruise. It works automatically regardless of the aircraft you're flying. We've watched countless hours of video footage and created an algorithm that makes it feel natural and cinematic. Now you can sit back, relax, and let the magic happen. And finally, a core feature of Chaseplane is accurate camera physics. Here's how Chaseplane's camera compare to the default system in Microsoft Flight Sim. You can see we've made the camera a lot more dynamic and responsive to the aircraft's movements. Now, the human body will behave differently than, say, an action camera mounted on the tail. In Chaseplane, you can choose from multiple camera types. Each type treats physics differently. Human views will look and feel as they should from a pilot's or passenger's perspective. Pilot views will anticipate aircraft movement based on control inputs, while passenger views are more reactive and cannot anticipate movements as much. Mounted cameras behave more like a GoPro that is physically mounted to the aircraft. In this view, the camera is attached to the tail and reacts to the aircraft's movement like an action camera should. On this one, we have the gimbal enabled, where it keeps the camera leveled with the horizon. You may recognize this perspective, as it is often seen in videos that were captured using a 360 camera. You can configure all of this and so much more in Chaseplane. And before we go, I wanted to show you a short film. We wanted to put the cinematics features to the test, so we reached out to our friend Maurice at Aviation Lads and asked him to create a film where every scene is 100% automated using cinematics mode. What follows is the result, a film made with a single button press. Chaseplane is available now for Club 42 members on the Parallel 42 website for Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. A 2024 version will be released when it's ready, and will be available as a free upgrade for 2020 users for a limited time. Thank you for watching our little demo, and enjoy FS Weekend.
Well, guys, I have to say that was pretty cool. We are going to be checking that out later. I did not realize that my mic was on mute when I was talking about the any builds. So let's go through that one more time, just real quick. So any builds has provided a new update, 1.0.4 of its A350 airliner for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024. Any builds open up the forum post by saying they have implemented a new dynamic fuel temperature simulation. This now means fuel behaves more realistically through the flight. Any builds did provide some information that the A350N features heated tanks, meaning that the fuel should never drop below negative 20 degrees Celsius, thanks to absorbing heat from the airframe and hydraulic systems. The team also improved the behavior of the engine model and shape and profile of the long winglets. Along with working on the new 3D elements of the plane, the team has found ways to refine performance, further providing a boost, particularly in 2020 users. So there's the new, there's the old. You could definitely tell just by looking at these textures it's better. Of course, any builds continues to work on providing fixes for the WASM models for the A350, along with other bug fixes that have been identified. You can see the full change log down below if y'all want to go to the website and read that. This is the fourth update from any builds for its A350. The team has said multiple times that they are committed to providing updates based on community feedback, along with bigger updates and add new features and functions. I did go along and say on the last, before I knew my mic was muted, that I have a problem with the A350 right now, and I really hope that they get it fixed here soon, because I can fly it in 2020, but I cannot fly it in 2024. Big problem with loading in. Either once you pick where you're going and you hit fly now to load into the airport, either stays stuck right there, or either once it loads in, it crashes to desktop every time, right as soon as you hit fly now on there. So yeah, I really hope that they fix that. That would be super awesome. So yeah, so we just did Parallel 42. Now we've got the Say Intentions. Say Intentions has come into a lot of updates for them. So this is a big update for them right here. Say Intentions is now implemented an AI living world. The AI living world will feature injected aircraft that will be its own individual AI entity. So each individual plane will have its own AI entity. So all the AI planes will have AI pilots. All aircraft are equal in the eyes of the AI ATC controllers. Traffic flows follow live or active sky weather. More than 1,500 AI pilot voices will be included thanks to the community. So they did go on to say is they used a lot of the flight sim community voice. So they would have different people that do flight sim come in, give their voice to them so they can put it in an AI generation machine, and now you have different accents, you have different people, so that's pretty cool. So AI pilots' accents that match the airlines will also include unlimited premium voices, and is fully compatible with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024, with X-Plane 11 and 12 capability to follow later this year. I already do have Say Intentions. I'm going to be doing a review video on this, so hopefully It will come pretty soon here. I got to get started on it. But breaking new ground on their AI living world, it says each injected airplane pilot is an individual AI, just like we just said. So Open Sky is a next one that they've got going on. So Open Sky, Say Intention's AI basic AI ATC service will now be completely free and 100% cloud-based with zero impact on your CPU or GPU. Voice controlled, so no need for menus. So I'm going to be doing a review on this also, but the entire program is voice controlled. So that's going to be pretty cool. So that's going to be, definitely great for VR setups, as they state right here. VR compatibility, premium AI voices, immersive human to AI radio chatter, SimBrief and Navigraph integration, and currently in private beta with the rollout is being expanded. You have to go in and get an invite, as they said, from somebody that I think has already been invited. So I don't know if I'll be able to get into that or not, but I will definitely try. So their next thing, they had Skynet, and he made a joke about that because we all know what Skynet is. Terminator. Skynet is a real-time cross-platform multiplayer flight sim network that is currently available now to all Say Intention AI customers, Entourage, Open Sky, and Premium. For Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024, Skynet will also be available for free for the entire flight sim community early this summer. Support for X-Plane 11 and 12, as well as full ATC sequencing planned for the future. That's going to be a pretty cool thing. And I love Say Intentions because they're not all about making the money. They are about giving back to the sim community. And with all that said, that wrapped up the Say Intentions AI presentation. And, just keep a lookout on their websites for any upcoming news, and we'll definitely be doing that also. So now we're going to get to SoFly. SoFly did a presentation there, so it was pretty good. SoFly shared an update with the community on their Weather Preset Pro version 2 and Better Camera Preset Pro Plus. They announced Hanover Airport for Microsoft 2020 and 2024. You can now watch the video above, and this is not a video. They don't have the video on there. So, well, I don't think they have it on here, but they are definitely, coming out with some new stuff. So anybody that uses a lot of SoFi products, you can see here now, you can actually go to their website and get the Hanover Airport and, check on the Weather Preset Pro version 2. I myself have the SoFly Weather Preset version 1. It is great. I love it, especially if I'm doing cinematic videos that I don't want to use live weather on. Other than that, I usually use live weather, especially in stream and everything. But yeah, so now we're going to get to part of the coup de grace of today. Honeycomb Aeronautical is announced 4 new hardware products at FS Weekend 2025. So, during Flight Sim Weekend, Honeycomb Aeronautical announced 4 new products which expand their range of hardware products for flight simulation. At their presentation, Honeycomb Aeronautical revealed that the Sierra TPM module and the Foxtrot Aviation Stick has new entries into their portfolio. In addition, Honeycomb shared their first details on its Alpha Control Light and the Bravo Throttle Control Light. So the Sierra TPM module by Honeycomb is designed to suit those who favor propeller-driven aircraft such as 172 or other similar GA aircraft, meaning single-engine airplanes. That is all that this will be good for, is single-engine airplanes. It features a low-profile nose-up, nose-down trim wheel, integrated parking brake, and flaps lever, landing gear lever with LED status indicator, plus TPM veneers with adjustments. So they did state that all the controls on there work just like how they do inside of a single engine plane. So if you pull the throttle back, that simulates your throttle, and it has turn wheel for precision adjustments. So all of them do. They do have push buttons for the prop and the mixture controls. So that was pretty good. And if Airbus aerobatic jets is more your thing, then Honeycomb has you covered with their upcoming Foxtrot aviation stick. This flight stick features a linear resistance system with no center detent and is ambidextrous in design. So I guess they're saying, left or right. You can make it either which way you want. There is a switch row and buttons featuring 5 two-way switches, 4 programmable action switches in total. They did go on to state that they are overjoyed to be able to unveil 4 groundbreaking new Honeycomb aeronautical products at the upcoming Flight Sim weekend and can't wait to showcase them to the visitors attending the show. Michael Err, head of global sales and marketing for Honeycomb Aeronautical, also said, "This brand new hardware has been designed with our community in mind, focusing on quality innovation with our new light range, preserving the quality Honeycomb is famous for, but focusing on outstanding value for the money for those taking flight for the first time. Our new products continue our commitment to growing the Honeycomb brand and delivering best-in-class flight." Now, it doesn't say on here, so we will have to go to the Honeycomb website here. Where is it at? There we go. So, on their news here of showing this stuff, go to the hardware. So, wow, wait a minute. Did they change it? They did change it. I was able to see it earlier. Let's go to collections. Wow, I guess they changed it, because they had it up on the website with prices and everything. Wow. Well, they literally had all of it down here. They have changed it since a few hours ago. Yep. They sure did. Well, I guess I'm not going to show you, but they did have prices on them, and they were pretty decent. They were pretty decent prices. So the Alpha Controls Light and Bravo Quadrant Light are both designed to making accessing flight simulation hardware even easier than before. Both control sets focus on essentials. The Alpha Flight Control Light still features a 180-degree yoke rotation, programmable buttons and switches, along with the elevator and aileron controls. The Bravo Throttle Light features a parking brake function now, 4 exchangeable levers with adjustable tension, and is also up and down landing gear with LED status. So I thought that this was pretty cool that they're coming out with a light one of it, but at the same time, they're just kind of reinventing the wheel of what they already have. I did notice that they did make bigger handles for the throttles on there, as you could see. And that's pretty cool. So they also have interchangeable detents that come with it now. So you don't have to go to a third-party website or something to get detents made for your Bravo. So that's pretty cool. But the way I look at it, as I said earlier, that, I think that the best thing for Honeycomb to do is to come through with this, because on their website they're saying when you buy it now, it will be shipped to you between 1 and 3 days. It took 2 years for them to even try to ship out the Charlies, and I know they were having problems and everything, but even once they had them made, they still didn't get shipped out. So I really hope that Honeycomb follows through with what they say they're going to do this time. I really do. Also, there was one more that I forgot to get on here, and where is it? So we need to talk about Meridian. Where's Meridian? Okay. I guess we don't talk about Meridian. So what we'll do is we will get to the part where Meridian's in here. And we'll watch Nikki and everything that he has to say here.
Even though it was here. Oh, okay, interesting. What else did we have? We had FSS with their 727 and their.
So let's get to it here so we can. Scroll.
Check out.
All right, here we go.
I am so happy to be here today. I didn't know if I was going to make it, and we made it anyways. So, not always as prepared as I wished. Of course, everything broke down just before the show, but we got as much as we could up and running, and I'm really excited to show you what we got here today. So, a lot of you probably know me from Honeycomb and all the things that went on there. But today we're here to talk about the future and what the vision I have for Flight Sim in the future is going to be. So strap in.
Now, I just got to say this, guys, beforehand here, is that tell me why this. Just tell me what that looks like. Does that not look like the Honeycomb logo almost? Like it kind of does, right? Kind of looks like the Honeycomb logo.
No? Down, right? Second technical issue of the day.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just skip to the parts. If y'all want to watch this, y'all most likely could just watch it on YouTube. But here we go. Now here is his new Sierra, which, you know what, I just realized that. So Honeycomb has come out with a Sierra, which is a flight stick, and he's coming out with a Sierra. That's interesting.
So, there we go. So, the Sierra Pro is you could say an evolution of other things that I've been working on in the past, where the focus on the things that people are really cherish about the designs, to take those and then expand it in different ways to take advantage of it. So, some of the things that we've done compared to previous products that I've designed is we've built in a magnet in the centerpiece, and it comes with this VM purpose, so you can put any iPad, any clipboard, etc. clicks directly onto it via magnetism. Then we also have built in
what, guys, I totally forgot how long this is going to be. So we're going to go through this real quick. So he's coming out with, of course, the new Sierra. All right. And it's going to have a vibration control. So you'll be able to feel when you land or are taking off. And I'm pretty sure maybe some turbulence. It's not force feedback. It's just going to have some vibration motors in there. So it'll have and it also will have a stick shaker. So if you're stalling, it's gonna shake, which is pretty cool. He said, 50% more pitch when you pull back. It's got a Hall effect 16x resolution in it, and so that's pretty cool. Now I'm not gonna sit there and talk too much about how it pretty much looks just like a honeycomb yolk. But yeah, so, and they also is going to have a quick release. So that is telling me that they are going to be having different yolks that you can put onto here. Now, as you see on this right here this setup looks more airline based. If you know, if we're just looking at it, master warning, master caution, you know, APU, annunciators, you know, overhead, wipers, seat belts, wing, engine 1 and 2. You got the PFD panel buttons over there. So I found out later on in the video, of course, they're interchangeable. So the front of the panel is interchangeable between GA and aviation, which was really cool. So that's pretty cool. And also, I love it that it has a LCD chronometer on there. That is awesome. Also, a lot of people were asking about this. I was asking about this under table mount. Instead of having it on top of your table, you now can put it up under your table and have your keyboard and everything, so you're not taking up so much desk space. So that is pretty cool. He's just telling about what it's made of. Now here comes his throttle quadrant. Now this was pretty awesome. I might let this play a little bit just so you can hear some stuff on it, but it was pretty cool.
Then we come to, I think, the product that I am the most excited about, and that is the Tango Plus throttle quadrant. So again, what I spoke about before, when I did my first throttle quadrant a few years ago, it was very much general aviation focused.
Look at that, guys.
With very few features.
It's got
other than
avionics
the
built
actual
into
throttles are tailored for commercial aircraft. And if you look at this picture right here, then you can say, well, then the needle hasn't moved much, because that's still general aviation. Avionics, yes, quite a bit more modern than it was 5 years ago, but still general aviation.
So like I said, guys, right here, I love this. I absolutely love this. I can't wait to see this come out, because that is going to be awesome. It's modular. You can change it, the faceplate, just like the yoke. And you can set it up for general aviation. You can set it up for airline. That is awesome. Like, I love that. So they have all these panels, he said, will come with it also. So you got your Airbus panel right here. You've got your Boeing panel right here, and your general aviation. So they will be interchangeable, magnetically clipped in. So that is pretty cool. Also, too, right here, here's your 737 or Boeing setup right here. That is going to be cool. I love how he's got the autopilot set up inside there like that. There's your Airbus setup right there. That is really cool. So this is going to be quite a thing. Now, the last thing that he showed was the X-Ray flight controller for all you Xbox users. That was really cool too. So this right here, as you can see, it's got where you can pull down your landing gear. You can adjust your trim. It has a spring-loaded flaps button right here. You have your throttle quadrant right there. That is pretty cool. Click down for autopilot. And also, you know, and it's got auxiliary buttons up top, along with your buttons. See how the landing gear pulls down. I'm gonna assume they're gonna have different, you know, little liveries that you can or vinyls that can go on there. You got your analog triggers, your shoulder buttons. That is pretty awesome. I'm actually gonna buy that when it comes out, because I think that's pretty awesome. But yeah, I can't wait to see prices and everything on that. So that's going to be really cool right there. So that pretty much concludes it for the updates that have went on at FS Weekend, which was, you know, really pretty awesome. So now we're going to jump into the sim and get going on the tutorial with the chase plane. And I'm excited about this because this is going to mean pretty awesome cinematic views that we'll be able to do and everything without doing all that very fine tuning for your controller or your keyboard and setting up speeds and all. So we're going to get into that, guys, definitely. So let's go into our main thing here. And before I do this, let me pull this up real quick because I am not liking the way that my my camera is looking. And I'm sorry for the text that's down here on the side. I've got to change some stuff up with that. There we go. That's a little bit better. There we go. That was for my DLSS so that I could make sure that I was running the right one. But here we go. So we're in the sim. I just grabbed the Wilga here real quick just to check it out and everything. So we're gonna sit there and run through this tutorial real quick and see how it is. And I probably should move my camera over a little bit here. Let's move myself over there so everybody can see everything. So let's begin. Yes, I do. Alrighty, so let's go into the cockpit here. I don't know here. That's if you I'm barely moving and I'm getting a lot of blurriness and everything. So you'll be able to adjust the speed in the preference section menu. Try it out in the main sim view. I mean, that part. We're gonna have to see what's going on with that. But yeah, definitely. Let's go to next. Oh, well, let's do that. Let's use the Xbox controller and we'll plug that sucker in and get to binding. All right, let's keep default. There we go. Resume. All right, let's hit next. So how do I choose the button? Oh, okay, you just gotta click on it. All right, so keyboard is left control or just left. Okay. Let's see here. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, left control plus left. Got it. Alrighty. Let's do that with the actual press any button or remove access. So look left. Yep, there we go. Confirm. Look right. Confirm. Yep, there we go. Alrighty. There we go. Up and down. Put that on our hat switch. Okay, so let's, before we do that, oh, the next steps. Okay. There we go. Oh, move the camera left. Yep, there we go. Confirm. Move the camera right. Confirm. There we go. All right, up. Wow, I can. That's pretty awesome with the controller here. Okay, so forward and backwards. Oh, wait a minute. Go back. Forward. Backwards. So now that's forwards and that's backwards. Awesome. Let's do binocular hold. Well, no, we can do a toggle. Press any button. We'll do that one. Save assignment. So let's see. Okay. That's pretty cool. Yes. And that is going to be that button. Save assignment. So next view, we can do, okay, previous, we'll do that, save assignment, next view, save assignment. All right, so we're gonna do that with button 1. You know what? He's right. I do want it on my primary flight controller. Can't use that button. We could use that one. Let's do that. Well, you know what? No, we'll save that for right there. That's fine. Let's go back. So, cheat sheet came up over here. Well, we'll check that out later and see. Enough to be functional. Oh, Stream Decks. Awesome. Let's do a quick overview. Ooh, that community thing's going to be good. Okay. Yeah. Got it. That's pretty cool. I love that. You know, it's working just like it used to, and I absolutely love it. Okay. Okay. So all changes that are made on this page, with the exception of camera position, are saved automatically. So you got to remember to save the if you change the view. Okay. That's cool. Okay. This is what's going to be cool. Human or mounted. Cool. Alrighty, global settings. There we go. Alright, let's fly. So, this will pop out, right? Yeah, I love that. Let's just bring that right here for right now. So, now I love that I can sit here and do this. So, but there's the thing right here, though. I didn't make it where you could turn the head. So let's sit there and see if we can figure that one out. So let's go to the menu, preferences, control assignments, camera movements. So let's move laterally, forward and backwards, move up and down, zoom in and out, left and right. Okay. Look left and right. Oh, we assign that to, okay. So let's fix that. Doesn't look like, so, all right. Look left. Confirm. Look right. Confirm. There we go. So now I can do that right there with this. Okay, cool. Move this out of the way. We might need to reset some stuff up the way I should have had it. But that's actually pretty, it's pretty damn good. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. So to reset the camera, that didn't work. And then reset camera. That's not working. All right, so what we'll do is we'll just, how do you look up and down? Oh crap, we didn't do for up and down. To move your head up and down. So we will see, that's the only thing that I'm wondering on why. Look at that, I gotta go really slow for it to, and it's not wanting to zoom out here. All right, cool. All right, there we go. And reset camera's not working for some reason. But anyways, I want to check out, let's change the weather a little bit. I want to check out the cinematic version. I mean, yeah, the cinematic view. So let's get us a little bit of light back in here. And let's get her cranked up real quick. And so we got throttle and mixture. Pull that all the way down. And that is not set up correctly. Okay, let's go into the actual control options. Let's go to my Bravo here. Power management, throttle access 1 and 2. Why is it not working? Alright, so spoilers access. Oh. Hold on. Cancel. I'm in the Phoenix A320. That's why. There we go. Now that should work. Throttle. Throttle is still not working. That's working. Celine. Yep. Okay. But my throttle is still not working. Why? Why is it not working here? Let's go power management, throttle. Okay. Validate. Is it working now? Yep, it says it is. Apply and save. Go back. There we go. All right. Let's get all that done right there. Let's move down here and turn the fuel on. And let's get her set up. Now we're just right here at Falcon Field in Peachtree City. That is the airport that is right beside me, the closest airport. So let's check this out, guys. Definitely do that. All right. Hey, what's up, Complete? How you doing, buddy? Pull that parking brake off, and let's check it. We're checking out Chase Plane right now. Is my chocks? I think my chocks are on. Oh, Well, come here. Yep. I'm not trying to get ground services, GSX. All right, so let's take it out. Take the wheel out here, and let's check out. See, now I'm getting stutters with this chase plane in there. I'm hoping that they'll fix that. But we're just checking out chase plane right now. We're just gonna take off in any direction. This thing will literally take off in 20 feet. Alrighty, we are up. We're gonna go up to about 2,000 feet and then turn the autopilot on. And then we're gonna go into cinematic mode and see how it does, because it's supposed to do it automatically. Freedom, you've been getting your stuff done? Hope so, buddy. Alright, so we're up about 2,000 feet here. And turn this a little bit more this way. No, you've been at the funeral home. Why are you at a funeral home? That don't sound good. Alright, so let's go to start review, and here we go with the cinematic. I'm sorry to hear that, Freedom. I do like this. I just want y'all to see this. No hands here. No hands on this. This is going to be I don't like when it switches, though, how it gets that. If you just pay attention when it switches, it kind of glitches itself out. I mean, that kind of stuff can be getting into it. Yes, this is chase plane. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. How is that? Is that much better? I hope that's a lot better. Oh, okay. Is that better, though? You said you can't hear the engine very much? Okay. So we'll go up just a little louder on that. So I'm at 40%. Well, we'll do 50. Hopefully that's a lot better right there. Okay, awesome. The chase plane cinematic that's pretty good. I just don't like it the way it glitches like that. That's awesome. Mike could go 60. All right. 60%. But now keep in mind, by the changing of the scenes here, it sound goes up and down. But that is awesome. Look how it's panning it automatically. I love that. Absolutely love that. So with this combined with FS Recorder, so you do your flight, right? You record your flight, then you redo it and record your video in chase plane cinematic mode. That is going to be awesome. Yes, that's going to be cool right there. I like that. So this, let me pull it down here for you so you can see. Oh, it just froze my damn sim. Here is, yeah, this is your cinematic stuff. So also they have it to where you can do tower views. That is pretty cool. Nearest runway, nearest parking, tower view, flyby. So let's do a flyby. That's cool. Drone. Let's do a tower view. So this is doing a tower view from the nearest tower. Nearest parking. Okay. That is pretty cool. I love that. I love that. Let's go back to external and go back to hitting cinematics. The only that's, I don't like how if I touch this it freezes. Guitar playboard. What is that? Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a nice view. Hammock view. Okay. Check. Fuel gauge. Oh, got the fuel gauge right there. Left fuel gauge. Tire check. Overhead. Starter. Lower dashboard. That's pretty cool. Now, for some reason, the button that I use to reset the view is not working. So let's go into preferences. Let's find reset view. Camera actions, previous view, next view, reset camera view. Oh, I have it on the controller. Okay, I got it. So reset view. No, that's for that. Which button did I do? That's for previous. Oh, what did that do? I don't know what that did. Oh, that did my flaps. Crap. Bring my flaps back up here. Autopilot on. There we go. Let's see here. Let's move our camera back over because for some reason it's not. I gotta disable all the buttons for this. There we go. So we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to disable all the buttons for. All right. So when Xbox controller button 3, let's just redo this. I don't know how do you delete these. Saved assignments. Space ain't working either. Oh, left control plus space. All right, let's move this out the way. Let's see. Left control plus space. That's not working either. But I could just hit the pilot B right here. That will bring me back. There's co-pilot. Just hit pilot. Yeah. Okay. So, oh, what do you think, Freedom? What do you think about this chase plane? I think it seems pretty cool. I really definitely love the... So now my external view ain't working. Nope. Or is it this? No, it's supposed to be this one. Yep, external view is not working now. Let's exit out of that. Nope. Okay, so might have some glitches. I'm not sure. Yeah, see, my button is not working now. Is it still working for the cinematic? Nope, nothing is working now. I wonder why. But that's okay. We'll get that figured out. So if you have it in the sim, this is fine. But if it's popped out, it's not going to work very well. So we'll exit out. Is that the camera or am I turning? Now I'm worried. Yes, I'm definitely turning. For some reason I accidentally turned my autopilot off. And now it won't engage. Wow, this is really kind of messing me up here. Oh, it's trying to turn me. Why? Why is it trying to turn me? Alright, yeah, get that where it cut it off there. There we go. Okay, autopilot's engaged again. Yeah, there's definitely some stuff that need to see about, and it could possibly be something in my settings. Most likely I have some conflicting stuff, definitely. But yeah, see that? Oh, now it's working. There we go. Cinematics. Cinematics is not working on the controller. Okay. Back to the cinematics again. So I will have to spend some time getting that done up. Definitely. And you know, see see what I gotta just delete all the controls for that Xbox controller and set up on it for Chase Plane, because that's definitely what I want to do. But yeah, so make sure that all of y'all over there in YouTube like and comment on the video, please, and hit that notification bell so every time you see when I go live. That'd be awesome. It really helps me out with the algorithm. Also, my buddy Complete Freedom that was in here and on the Twitch, y'all make sure to go and check out his YouTube channel, Complete Freedom on YouTube. He has a lot of you know, instructional video. He is a CFI 2 and he is a certified instructor to teach aviation. He's also a flight simulator sim pilot, and he's got some exciting news coming up, and y'all ain't gonna want to miss that. And he's going on an incredible journey that I really hope that y'all will follow along with him. So make sure you go over there, subscribe to his channel, and look through some of his videos, give him some likes and some comments and everything. And for all of you that are out there on Twitch, hey, if you're just joining in, make sure you hit that follow button. And you know, I need all the follows I can get. But yes, definitely. So be ready for next week. Next Sunday we will have more flight news coming, and of all the updates and ongoing stuff that's in Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024 Explain and all that stuff. So as always, guys, thank you for being here with me. Y'all are the reason why I do this, and I will see y'all later. And remember, keep your head in the clouds, and I'll see you in the skies. And my camera's not working. A bunch of stuff just not working today, guys. See y'all later.